You're listening to 30 Pounds Down, where losing weight is simplified with healthy habits. I'm Glenda Hill, a nurse turned holistic nutritionist. Let's go to the show. Welcome, my friend. Today we're talking about how losing weight without willpower makes you a better person. Yeah, I talk about optimism as a practical way to achieve a healthy weight that lasts. Willpower and motivation, it doesn't last. But God centered optimism empowers you to stick to your healthy habits without the pressure. Unlike willpower, which actually wears thin by noon, practical optimism is a well that never runs dry, my friend. It's not psyching yourself up or pretending that everything's okay. It's confidence that God is at work, even when we can't see it yet. When our hope is rooted in Him, we're not tossed by the waves of the sea, mood, and stress hormones. No, we're grounded, right? Just like every morning we get up out of bed, whether we feel like it or not, this kind of optimism doesn't wait to feel like it. That's why it's so powerful. You get up, whether you're tired or not, you drink your water, you get morning sunlight, and you make that nutritious, fiber rich breakfast. Yeah. Psalms 28, verse 7 tells us that the Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in Him, and He helps me. A practical way of looking at optimism is that as we sit up straight at the breakfast table or at the computer desk, it's because this is good posture and we need it to do good work, right? So optimism is just as practical because it turns healthy habits into a delight. If we encounter setbacks, we turn them into stepping stones, right? We're like the woman of Proverbs 31:25. She laughs at the days to come and moves through life with a spirit of expectancy instead of pressure, right? We can expect we're going to have some challenges in life. But, friend, you don't need more willpower. You need to become a more optimistic person, right? Be excited that God gives you breath after breath, pulse after pulse. It soothes your brain. Yeah. That chronic stress is going to raise cortisol and it inflames your gut and your brain. But when you have your hope and your excitement, when they're grounded in God's promises, this will lower the cortisol and improve serotonin and even protect against memory loss. And there's plenty of science out there in the medical field that shows evidence of people of faith, people who are optimistic, people who have hope. They have a stronger immune system and a healthier heart, and they live longer. So it's not magic, my friend. It's biology aligned with our faith. If you believe in the power of fruits and vegetables and herbs, you'll understand that berries and leafy greens, they can help reduce brain fog and anxiety, all while enhancing your brain function. Walnuts and seeds, such as pumpkin seeds, they provide healthy fats and essential nutrients that support your memory, right? Your cognitive health. Other beneficial foods include broccoli, avocados, and whole grains. And this is all going to help you to lose weight and keep it off. Now, how much turmeric and sage and rosemary are you including in your meals? Well, these are herbs, but they're not just seasonings. They are nutritious foods, and food is our medicine. That's why I recommend eating plant-based style, right? Whole foods tend to be lower in calories, high in fiber, and easier to digest. Regardless of whether you're younger or over 50, the purpose of eating should be to nourish our body throughout every stage of life, every season that you're in. And the more whole foods you consume without harmful chemicals and artificial additives, the easier it is for your body to absorb the nutrients and the antioxidants. And this way, you won't need willpower to eat healthy. When you avoid harmful substances, your body will naturally crave what is good for it. You also want to get 10 minutes of morning sunlight. This is going to help reset your mood and strengthen your metabolism for the whole day. You want to drink your water because this is going to improve clarity and make sure all the nutrients that you're getting from your food is actually getting to the cells, right? So you want to drink 8 glasses of water a day, at least. And think about Sabbath. The Sabbath rest is going to lower inflammation in your body. Think about it. When you enjoy that weekly Sabbath rest, it simplifies your entire life. Every day of the week is more simplified because you're looking forward to the Sabbath. And the cares of life fade as you draw closer to the Sabbath day. And your body responds with lower blood pressure and better hormonal balance. Now, if you feel alone on your journey towards a healthy weight, here's something I learned that helped me immensely. There was a time in my life when I felt completely isolated. No one in my social circles seemed to be as committed to eating healthy as I was. I was considered radical or, a health nut, right? So I felt isolated. I assumed the people around me were too busy to care. And I feared that if I opened up to them, they would try to fix me or preach at me. Well, what I needed was someone to listen. Don't give me solutions, just be present with me. I've come to realize that God has 1,000 ways of providing our needs we know nothing about. Don't assume anything, my friend. Don't jump to conclusions about how others may respond. I want you to try something. Try this simple act of optimism because I don't want you to feel alone. I don't want you to isolate yourself. So here's something you can do. Send a text to someone that says, "Do you have 8 minutes for me just to listen?" That powerful question opens doors, my friend. God shows us that people do want to support us in a better life, a healthier life. They just don't know how. And it's up to us to tell them. I encourage you, my friend, don't isolate yourself. Part of optimism is believing that God will send help, often through other people. So reach out, share what you need, ask for an 8-minute window. 8 minutes is all you need to express how you're feeling and how optimistic you are about what God is doing, even though you can't see it right now. 8 minutes is enough to share that with someone so that you don't feel alone. Healing happens in safe places. Now, you may not feel strong today, but you can choose to delight in what God is doing in your life. That's why you stick to your healthy habits for total fitness. This week, I want you to focus on a healthy habit, like eating a fiber-rich whole food breakfast and drinking your water and reading a Bible verse, right? Those are healthy habits. You may even reach out to someone, right? It doesn't have to be somebody you know very well, even. It's just that you want to reach out to somebody who's willing to give you 8 minutes to listen. And remember to keep the Sabbath. Every day as you're getting closer and closer to the Sabbath, you can just feel the cares of life fading away. And that will have many healthy benefits as a response in your body. Thank you for listening to 30 Pounds Down. If you like this episode, share it with your friends. Write a review or write a comment. I love to hear your thoughts and how this episode has impacted your life. Until next time, peace to you and have a great day.